If you're a senior man watching this, pay close attention. Because one of the biggest mistakes men make after 60 isn't getting older, losing opportunities, or being alone. It's losing themselves while trying to keep someone else happy. Many men spend decades building a life they can be proud of. They develop routines, friendships, interests, values, and a strong sense of identity. But when a new relationship begins, they slowly start giving pieces of that identity away. Their hobbies disappear. Their friends become less important. Their schedule begins revolving around one person. And eventually, their entire life becomes centered around keeping a woman satisfied. That's where the problem begins. A healthy relationship should add to your life, not replace it. So here are 10 things a senior man should never do for a woman. Number 1, never give up your identity. Your independence is one of your greatest assets after 60. You should never abandon the hobbies, friendships, routines, and interests that made your life meaningful before the relationship. A woman should become part of your life, not your entire life. When you give up everything that made you interesting, confident, and fulfilled, you can actually lose some of the qualities that attracted her to you in the first place. Love should bring two complete people together, not turn one person into the center of the other's universe. Number 2, never invest more than the relationship has earned. One common mistake older men make is giving too much too soon. They offer their time, attention, emotional support, and sometimes even money before they truly know the woman they're dealing with. But attraction isn't proof of character. Take your time. Watch how she treats you. Does she respect your time? Does she keep her word? Does she communicate honestly? Does she contribute, or does she simply receive? At your age, experience should teach you to observe before you invest. Don't give someone VIP access to your life simply because they showed interest. Let trust and commitment develop naturally. Number 3, never tolerate disrespect. Some men stay quiet because they think avoiding conflict is the mature thing to do. But there's a difference between peace and surrender. If someone constantly interrupts you, mocks your opinions, dismisses your feelings, or speaks to you without basic respect, you need to recognize what's happening. What you repeatedly tolerate can become the standard. You don't need to become aggressive. You don't need to argue. Simply make your boundaries clear. And if the disrespect continues, create distance. After 60, your emotional energy is too valuable to waste on someone who doesn't respect you. Number 4, never become her financial plan. Helping someone you care about isn't automatically wrong. The problem begins when financial support becomes the foundation of the relationship. You've spent decades working, saving, planning, and building security. Don't risk that security just to maintain someone's affection. Ask yourself a simple question. If the money disappeared tomorrow, would she still want the relationship? Would her behavior remain the same? Real affection and financial dependence are not the same thing. A woman who genuinely values you will appreciate your generosity, but she won't see you as a walking solution to every problem in her life. Your money represents freedom, security, and peace of mind. Protect it. Number 5, never apologize for having standards. Some men become so afraid of being alone that they start accepting things they would never have accepted earlier in life. They ignore red flags. They tolerate poor behavior. They lower their expectations simply because a woman showed them attention. Don't do that. With age comes wisdom. You already know that honesty, loyalty, consistency, kindness, and emotional maturity matter. You don't need to apologize for expecting those qualities. If someone becomes offended because you expect respect, honesty, and effort, that's valuable information. Don't lower your standards because you're afraid of losing someone. The right person won't require you to abandon your values just to keep them. Number 6, never chase a woman who is pulling away. When someone becomes distant, many men instinctively try harder. They call more. They send longer messages. They offer more attention and reassurance. But chasing usually makes the situation worse. Attraction cannot be negotiated. Respect cannot be begged for. Interest cannot be forced. If a woman genuinely wants you in her life, you won't have to constantly convince her to stay. That doesn't mean becoming cold or arrogant. It simply means having enough self-respect to recognize when someone is withdrawing. Let them make their choice. Your value doesn't disappear because one person loses interest. Number 7, never give another person control over your emotional state. Some men reach their later years with decades of experience, yet allow one woman's mood to determine their entire day. If she's happy, they're happy. If she's distant, they're anxious. If she approves of them, they feel confident. If she becomes cold, their entire world changes. That's emotional dependence. A healthy relationship should bring stability, not constant confusion. You don't need to suppress your feelings. You simply need to manage them. If someone repeatedly brings jealousy, drama, mixed signals, and emotional chaos into your life, pay attention. After 60, peace is one of your most valuable possessions. Protect it. Number 8. Never become responsible for fixing her entire life. Older men often have a natural instinct to solve problems. You've probably spent years solving problems for your family, your career, and yourself. So when a woman struggles, you may immediately want to rescue her. But there's a difference between supporting someone and carrying them. A healthy partner wants to walk beside you. An unhealthy dynamic can turn you into a permanent problem solver. You shouldn't be responsible for fixing her finances, managing her emotions, cleaning up her mistakes, and solving every crisis she creates. Support is healthy, rescue is not. Two adults should take responsibility for their own lives while helping each other when necessary. Number 9. Never allow a relationship to isolate you. This happens slowly. You spend a little less time with friends. You skip family gatherings. Your hobbies disappear. Your routines change. And eventually, one person becomes your entire social world. That's dangerous. Strong relationships don't require you to abandon the rest of your life. Keep your friendships. Stay connected to family. Continue your hobbies. Maintain the routines that give you purpose. A healthy relationship expands your life. An unhealthy relationship shrinks it. And when your entire emotional world depends on one person, every problem in that relationship suddenly feels like the end of the world. Never give someone that much control over your life. Number 10. Never give love before you receive respect. This may be the most important lesson of all. Many men lead with generosity, patience, affection, and attention. They give everything first and hope that respect will eventually follow. But respect doesn't come from overgiving. It comes from standards. It comes from boundaries. It comes from confidence. And it comes from knowing when to walk away. A woman may enjoy your company. She may appreciate your kindness. She may accept your attention. But if she doesn't respect you, the relationship will eventually become exhausting. When a woman respects a man, she values his time, his opinions, his presence, and his boundaries. That's why respect must be part of the foundation. After 60, your time is limited, your energy matters, and your peace is priceless. You don't need someone to complete your life. You need someone who respects the life you've already built. So don't abandon yourself to keep someone else. Don't chase approval. Don't tolerate disrespect. Don't buy affection. Don't lower your standards. And don't sacrifice your peace just because you're afraid of being alone. The happiest senior men aren't necessarily the men who give the most. They're the men who know their value, protect their independence, and choose relationships that add peace rather than take it away. Because after 60, the goal isn't to find someone who completes your life. The goal is to find someone who respects the life you already have.